started. So first, I want to give a shout out to our head coach for his work on the mound the other day. I thought that was pretty special. I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought he was going to come with some speed, but he actually had some movement, which I thought was awesome. So, want to congratulate Rome and TJ for the Piccolo Award. Both guys very deserving, great teammates, great players. Rome's a guy that I believe is going to take the next step. He's putting the work in now, get himself prepared, and with great coaches with him too. And I think he'll take the next step, which is really exciting for all of us. And TJ, obviously, um, unbelievable teammate, leader, someone that we lean on to depend on to carry our defense. It's been really cool to see him grow. And we really want to get into TJ. We talk about the extension too. Really happy to get that done. You look at, right now our guys are going to start preparing for the undrafted free agent process. And when you see a guy like that go from being undrafted, working himself into his first contract, elevating his game again, and getting a second contract, I think that's special. And I think that motivates all the other guys that come in the door. And again, no one's more deserving than he is. Kyler as well. Really happy to get that done. Impact player for us. Ability to make plays all over the field in different phases. He's a guy that I believe is ascending and will continue to grow. And when he gets into this new defense, I think his game can go to the next level as well. With the draft, I'm going to give the opportunity for Ian to come up and talk about our preparation. Feel really confident where we're at. I think this one's going to be a little wild, but we're going to be prepared for all the different scenarios that pop up. The time working with Ben throughout this has been great. Some really good communication, some great discussions as we set the board and get prepared for the draft in a couple of days. I'll open it up.
What makes you say that about
What part?
You think this draft in particular is going to be wild? What specifically are you thinking of when you say that?
Yeah, I think it's deeper in certain areas than others. Usually the cutoff is a little bit quicker. I think once you kind of get into 2, 3, and this one's going to be a little bit different. So I think there's going to be a lot more movement than there has been in the past.
In what ways have you felt Ben's impact during this draft?
Yeah, so we spent time together, just in the room and working through the board and having some really good discussions. I think it's important to understand in terms of the scheme and how we're built, and I think it's going to take time figuring that out, what we're going to be good at, but what do we certainly want to have to create an advantage for our team and get off to a good start. And then obviously, as a head coach, you have to have those discussions with the defense as well and picking DA's mind. So those discussions have been really good.
When you say you think there's going to be a lot more movement, there's kind of this idea out there now that teams in the top 10 might have a little bit harder time trading back. Do you see it that way or the opposite?
Potentially. There's a lot of phone calls going on right now, so it's hard to tell today. But I think as we get closer, it'll start to show itself.
With 2 days to go, how large is the pool of players you're looking at right now for pick 10?
Yeah, there's a large pool of very good football players, and then I think you can do some different things to get more players that are going to be able to come in and help your team quickly.
As it relates to draft preparation, how do you view Darnell Wright? Do you see him exclusively on the right side, or are you open-minded to shifting into the left if something materializes that would?
Yeah, I think that's a conversation. We'll see how everything goes. He clearly has the ability to play left and right. We saw that in college. That was part of the value in taking Darnell. So if he had to play left, I think he'd play left. And obviously, I think we're all excited about his stuff to go right.
Offensive tackle in the draft.
Why do you think there doesn't seem to be a consensus on the rankings? I'm sure you have your rankings solid, but it just nationally, it seems like different guys are in different places.
I'm not sure.
Is it because of? I mean, do you see like?
I think it's just whoever's watching the player has an opinion on what they like, what they don't like. Every player is going to have holes. It's how you project them to play in your scheme, in your system, and do they have the traits and tools to overcome their deficiency. So it's just the flavor that you're looking for.
Ryan, what's the
When it comes to
luxury of,
extensions, Would you
Trade
trade
for Joe Tooney is obviously a big move.
Mhm.
Safe to say you're hoping to have him here for more than 1 year. Would he be next in line for an extension?
Yeah, that's definitely, I would say, one of the priorities moving forward.
Ryan, how does having those 4 picks through 72 help you?
Yeah, they're very valuable to us. I think we can do some really good things to add to our football team and bring good players in.
The signing a piece like TJ Edwards to not only one, but his second contract now make you look at the undrafted market a little bit differently, like there are gems that can be gotten here that can be starters and impact players on the team.
Yeah, and I think with today's landscape, college landscape, I think you're going to see a lot more guys like that, guys that have been developed that stay the extra year. I think there's going to be a high volume of those players. We challenge our group to, we take that very seriously. We pair up with the coaches. Ian can get in kind of the details of that. But that's what you're looking for. If you can hit a couple of those guys per year, you're cooking.
How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody.